So, yesterday we were talking of preparation of the alcohol starting from Grignard's reagent and carbonyl compounds. We have studied how to prepare primary alcohol and secondary alcohol. That is starting from formaldehyde and any other aldehyde and Grignard's reagent. Now let us see how about regarding the Grignard's reagent and ketones. So there is interaction between ketone and Grignard's reagent. G stands for Grignard, R stands for reagent. So Gr is Grignard's reagent. So when a ketone reacts with Grignard's reagent, it will give you the addition product as usual. Additional product. And this additional product on hydrolysis gives tertiary alcohol. Now let us see the reaction. Ketone, you know, the carbonyl group is attached to two alkyl groups. These alkyl groups may be same or may be different. So this is a ketone. Ketone has got a carbonyl, as you see. This is the carbonyl. And the Grignard's reagent, RMgX. Or you can say R double dash MgX. Just to distinguish between this R, and this R. May be same. R, may be same. So this Grignard's reagent will add up here as usual. It will add. You know that Grignard's reagent is a polar compound. Plus and a minus. Alkyl group of the Grignard's reagent has got negative charge. And MgX of the Grignard's reagent has got a positive charge. And as you know here, again, this will generate polarity. Oxygen will give you the negative charge, attach negative charge, and carbon has got a positive charge. Hence, what happens here? This MgX will attach to oxygen, which has got the negative charge here. Oxygen attaches negative charge. Therefore, MgX having a positive charge goes there. And this R of the MgX comes here. So the addition reaction takes place across the carbonyl group. When the addition reaction takes place, you will get the additional product. That means R. You are written double dash there. Okay, double dash. R attaches to C of the carbonyl group. And this carbonyl group has already got the alkyl groups. And MgX will attach to O. Therefore, single bond O MgX. This is the additional product obtained. And this additional product obtained on further hydrolysis OMgX bond breaks here. We get OH, H. The water adds it. It will decompose, not add, decompose. It will decompose. Therefore, you get O, MgX, OH, MgX, OH. And we get R, CRR, OH. Therefore, tertiary alcohol is obtained. So the tertiary alcohol can be obtained by the Grignard's reagent and ketone. So the ketone reacts with Grignard's reagent to give the additional product, and this additional product on hydrolysis will give the alcohol. So that is how the tertiary alcohol is obtained. So remember, primary alcohol is obtained by the interaction between pregnancy reagent. Or before going to that, we can give some example here. We can give an example, tertiary alcohol example. For example, say CH3, CH2, MgBr. What is this compound? Ethyl magnesium bromide. This is a cancer agent. Ethyl magnesium bromide. Ethyl magnesium bromide. Ethyl magnesium bromide. And reacts with a ketone. So let us have a ketone, for example, C double bond O, CH3, CH3. This is a ketone. The name of this compound is 1, 2, 3. Propanol. This is propanol. So to this propanol, the ethyl magnesium bromide will add across the carbon oxygen double bond. This is plus, this is minus, this is minus, this is plus. And therefore CH3 CH2 minus will attach here. Hence you have CH3 CH2 C and O MgS. This MgBr. So you can write MgBr. MgBr. And this carbon has got methyl group here. Methyl group here. So this is the addition product. And this addition product will undergo hydrolysis. Hydrolysis means, what means of hydrolysis? Reacts with water in presence of acid medium. In presence of acid medium. So the hydrolysis of the OMgBr takes place. Hence you get H of the water comes here, H comes here, MgBr OH of the water comes here. And therefore you are getting CH3, CH2, CCH3 twice OH. What is this alcohol? Tertiary alcohol. CH3, CH2, CCH3, CH3, OH. Tertiary alcohol, as you know, has a group like this, CCOH. This carbon which is carrying OH group does not contain any hydrogen. If this carbon contains 2 hydrogen, primary alcohol. If this carbon contains only 1 hydrogen, secondary alcohol. If this carbon does not contain any hydrogen, tertiary alcohol. Clear? So that is how you find here OH is attached to this carbon and this carbon does not carry any hydrogen. Therefore, this is a tertiary alcohol. This is tertiary alcohol. What is the name? What is the name of the compound? Look here. OH group is there. We should give it the lowest number. OH group should be there. Don't count from this end. 1, 2, 3, Allah. How to count? 1, 2, 3, 4. Because if you count from this end, this becomes second time. 1, 2. Suppose you count from this end, 1, 2, 3. Which is the lowest number? 3 or 2? 2. Therefore, you have to count from this end or from this end. Same. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the carbon, the compound is containing 4 carbons. What is the root word? Bute. It is a bute. Therefore, second carbon of the bute contains a methyl group. Therefore, the name of the compound tertiary alcohol is, can you give? 2-methyl butanol 2. 2-methyl, and right here, 2-methyl. Why you say 2-methyl? Because the second carbon is containing methyl. So this is a prefix there. 2-methyl, root word bute. Anol, suffix bute. A, 2, say 2-methyl butanol 2. This is one word. Remember, this is one word. Don't write 2-methyl gap, butane of butane gap. Well, it is one word. So when you are writing different word, it is one word. Therefore, this compound is called as 2-methyl butanol 2. And this is a tertiary alcohol. So remember, starting from the Grignard's reagent, you can get either primary alcohol or secondary alcohol or tertiary alcohol depending upon the carbonyl group that you use. Say, the Grignard's reagent is same, RMGX. Suppose this is treated with the carbonyl group containing 2 hydrogen. The carbon contains 2 hydrogen. It means formaldehyde. Methanol. You will get here, R will add here, MGX will add here, further those hydrogens, and you will get the compound resulting is R CH2OH. And if you want to get a secondary alcohol, R C R OH. You take a Grignard's reagent and make use of the carbonyl group containing R here and 1 H here. This carbon is containing both hydrogen atoms. Here one carbon is equal to 1 hydrogen, 1 alkyl. And this will add here and you will get RCHROH. And you know tertiary alcohol is obtained starting from the same Grignard's reagent but you have to take the carbonyl group. The carbon of the carbonyl group does not contain any hydrogen. If it contains 2 hydrogen, primary. If it contains 1 hydrogen, secondary. Does not contain any hydrogen. That means a ketone. This is a ketone. So when you make use of ketone and a Grignard's reagent, what do you get? Definitely you get secondary, primary, tertiary. Primary, no. Secondary, no. And tertiary. So you are getting here R, C, R, OH. Very simple. Very simple reaction. Therefore, starting from the Grignard's reagent, either you can prepare primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, tertiary alcohol. Now I will ask you one question. I will give you one compound. Tell me how this compound can be obtained from Grignard's reagent. Well, I will write here a compound. Okay. Now I will give you one example. Try to answer this question. What is the Grignard's reagent you want to take and what will be the carbonyl compound? Say, I want to prepare this compound. I want to prepare this compound. First thing, what is this compound? Is it a primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, tertiary alcohol? It is a primary alcohol. No. It is a tertiary alcohol. No. Yes, it is yes. Tertiary alcohol. Because this carbon contains covalent does not carry any free hydrogen. Right? Therefore, this is the compound. Therefore, what is the carbonyl compound you want to take here? Will you take formaldehyde? No. If you take formaldehyde, primary alcohol. Will you take any other aldehyde? No. Any other aldehyde will give you second alcohol. Then what you will take? You will take the ketone. What ketone you will take? Look, ketone is that you take C double bond O. ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಒಯ್ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ OH ಬರ್ತದೆ ಹೌದಾ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಒಯ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಏನು ಹಾಕಪ್ಪ ಇಲ್ಲಿ CH3 ಹಾಕಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹಾಕಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಈ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇದೇ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೈಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಈ ಪ್ರೊಫೈಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಸೇರಿಸ್ರಿ ಹೆಂಗಪ್ಪ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸೇರಿಸೋದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೊಪೈಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೇಷಿಯಂ ಹಲೈಡ್ ತಗೊಳ್ರಿ ಅಥವಾ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ethyl magnesium bromide ಅಥವಾ you can take methyl magnesium bromide. If you take methyl magnesium bromide, take this ketone. Okay, so one of the alkyl radical should be in the form of Grignard's reagent and another two radicals must be in the form of ketone. So what I have done here is I have put this, I have put this, and I have put this. CO, CS2, CS3, this I put, CS3, this I put. Then what else you have to take? You have to take this as magnesium halide. What is this radical? Propyl. You know it, very simple. 1, 2, 3, propyl. Therefore, propyl magnesium bromide. What is that? CS3, CS2, CS2, Mgi or MgBr or MgCl alternate. Okay, so this group, propyl group, will add here. MgBr will add here. And you will get the additional product. What is the additional product you are getting? CS3, CS2, CS2, COMGX, CS2, CS3 is already there, CS3 is already there. This is the additional product. And this additional product is subjected for hydrolysis. Very simple. So this OMGX will divide and you get OH, MgXOH. Since you have taken Br here, you are getting the MgBr. That's all. So you will get this plus MgBrOH. Magnesium hydroxybromide. Okay, so that is how you can work on preparation of any alcohol. Remember, primary alcohol, not aldehyde. Secondary alcohol, any other aldehyde than formaldehyde. Tertiary alcohol, ketones. So that is how you are getting either the primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, tertiary alcohol. Hope you have followed this. So this is an important method of preparation of the aldehydes, starting from aldehyde alcohols, right? So we have seen the preparation of alcohol. One method starting from the alkenes. Alkenes on acid hydrolysis one method. Hydroboration and oxidation. So from alkenes you can prepare. Two methods I have given. One is acidified hydrolysis or acidic hydrolysis or hydration. Acidic hydration also. On the other part, hydroboration and oxidation. You know, alkene and alkene. You know, the other part from carbonyl compounds. You know, starting from carbonyl compounds, here are the reduction. ಇಲ್ಲಿ reducing agent ಯಾರು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಪ್ಪ either catalytic hydrogenation ಕಲ್ತಾನೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ನಾನು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಸಮಯ ಹೇಳಿದೆ catalytic hydrogenation making use of either platinum or palladium or nickel and hydrogen. Or you can carry out the reaction by reducing agents like lithium, aluminium, hydride. Or instead of this, you can make use of sodium borohydride. Sodium borohydride. Secondly, you can make use of starting from RCOH. From acids. From acid you can prepare alcohol by using either lithium aluminium hydride. Lithium aluminium hydride, as you know, is a costly reagent. Therefore, this reagent is used only when you want to prepare a special type of alcohols. Otherwise, the acids can be also converted into alcohol by esterification. RCOH is converted into ester. And this ester is subjected for catalytic hydrogenation. Platinum in place of hydrogen. There you will get R CH2 OH plus R dash OH. So the acid is first treated with alcohol. You get ester RCOR dash. This ester is subjected for catalytic hydrogenation. This is another method of study. Now, secondly, from carbonyl compounds by using Grignard's reagent. So Gr plus carbonyl compound. Depending upon the nature of the carbonyl compound, either you get primary alcohol or secondary alcohol or tertiary alcohol. This we have studied. Now let us go for next. We go for method phenols, method of preparation of phenols. We go for phenols. Phenols are the hydroxy derivatives of arenes, derivative of the derivative of the compound obtained from utpannadantaddu yadrinda aromatic compound in there. Therefore, this is called as a derivative of aromatic hydrocarbon. So, phenols are the hydroxy derivative of arenes, aromatic compound, aromatic hydrocarbon. The simple example we are studying here is phenol. Dupac system, this is called as phenol only. Or you can call it as a benzene also. Or phenol. It's a phenol. Now this phenol is an important compound which is used in the preparation of many polymers, many drugs, etc. Therefore, this compound is an important compound of phenol. For the first time, this compound is obtained or isolated. Isolate ಅಂದ್ರೆ separate ಮಾಡೋದು. Isolation and separation. This phenol was first separated from what? From coal tar. Do you know what is coal tar? Coal, when it is distilled in absence of air, you will get the coal tar. Remember, it's a coal tar. Coal tar obtained from coal. Coal ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತೈತಲ್ಲ, ಕಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ, ಸಲ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ, ಆ ಕಲ್ಲಿದ್ದನ್ನ ಏರ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ದಂತ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you get coal tar. This coal tar is rich in many organic compounds and it is also present, phenol is also present in the coal tar. So for the first time, this phenol was obtained from the coal tar in old days. And this phenol is also called as carbonic acid. Carbonic acid is also known as phenol, or phenol is also known as carbonic acid. Don't confuse. There are two types of acids. Carbonic acid and carbonic acid. Carbonic acid is ಶಬ್ದದೊಳಗ ಎಲ್ ಬಂದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. Carbonic acid ನಾಗ ಎಲ್ ಬಂದೈತಿ. Phenol, carbonic. Don't confuse. That is carbonic acid. What is carbonic acid? It is a mixture of carbon dioxide and water. That is H2CO3. This is known as carbonic acid. This is known as carbolic. Don't confuse. Carbolic, phenol, ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲೈತಿ ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲೈತಿ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Carbolic acid is phenol. This phenol can be obtained. It was formerly obtained starting from water, but nowadays phenol is obtained from various derivatives of benzene, that is the compounds obtained from benzene. One, phenol is prepared from different benzene derivatives. Derivatives for different benzene compounds, you can say. It can be prepared from different benzene compounds or benzene derivatives. One, it can be prepared a simple compound obtained from benzene is chlorobenzene. So chlorobenzene is obtained from benzene, therefore it is called as a derivative of benzene. It's a chlorobenzene. From chlorobenzene, phenol can be obtained. So starting from chlorobenzene, phenol is obtained. Can you tell how? Chlorobenzene is C6 tetracl. What is phenol? Phenol is C6 tetracl-OH. So how can you prepare it? By replacing Cl by OH group. Very simple. So chlorobenzene ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಬದಲಿ OH ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹಾಕಬೇಕಪ್ಪ? ಬೈ ಹೈಡ್ರೇಷನ್. ಹಲೋ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನೀವು ಕಲ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಲೋ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನು ಕಲ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ chlorobenzene is less reactive towards the hydrolysis. ಇದನ್ನ NaOH ಕೂಡ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ aqueous solution. Aqueous solution of NaOH. This reaction is easy because chlorobenzene is less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution. Nucleophilic substitution ಏನಪ್ಪಾ? Cl is replaced by a nucleophile. What is a nucleophile? You have to replace there. Cl should be replaced by OH. So this is called as nucleophilic substitution reaction. That is, Cl is replaced by a nucleophile OH minus. OH minus is a nucleophile. So this reaction is not an easy reaction. ಯಾಕೆ ಈಜಿ ಅಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಈ ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಬೆಂಜಿನ್ ಗಟ್ಟಿಮುಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ಹತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೈತಿ. Is that clear? So this bond is very strong. You have studied this in the halogens. So let me not discuss here now once again. So this Cl cannot be replaced very easily. Therefore, ಈ Cl ತೆಗಿಬೇಕಾಗ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಒತ್ತಡ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ಒತ್ತಡ ಹಾಕಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ you have to heat it at 623 kelvins. You have to heat it at 623 kelvins and at 200 to 300 atmospheric pressure. Here is the pressure, atmospheric pressure. So when this is treated with NaOH aqueous solution, at that particular condition, you will get OH group here. So chlorobenzene can be converted into phenol. This method is called as Dow's method. You know, Low's method or Dow's method. Okay. Because it was Dow who prepared this. Therefore, this is called as Dow's method of preparation of alcohol. And so phenol. So phenol can be obtained by chlorobenzene by alkaline hydrolysis. This is called as alkaline hydrolysis because NaOH is an alkali. And this is subject to hydrolysis. and NaCl. Look at NaCl. So that is how phenol can be obtained from chlorobenzene on treating with aqueous solution of sodium hydroxide at high temperature and pressure. Why this drastic condition is used? Because chlorine cannot be replaced easily. Chlorobenzene is less reactive. Therefore, you have to apply higher condition. Pressure high ತೆಗಿಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹೋಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಮಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕೈ ಹೊರಗಾಗ್ತದೆ. So you have to use that high temperature. Okay? So that is how you are getting the phenol. And there are another method. Okay. So chlorobenzene is one of the benzene derivative. Similarly, another grade of benzene is benzene sulfonic acid. So the second method of preparation of phenol, benzene sulfonic acid, starting from benzene sulfonic acid. What is benzene sulfonic acid? H of the benzene ring is replaced by SO3H. So this is called as benzene sulfonic acid. How it is obtained? It is obtained from benzene by treating with oleum. We used to test oleum ಅನ್ನೋ ಶಬ್ದವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Oleum ಅನ್ನೋ ಶಬ್ದ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Oleum ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ concentrated sulfuric acid. So when it is heated with the oleum, concentrated sulfuric acid, one H is here replaced by SO3H. Sulfuric acid is this. H2SO4. It can be written like this. So H here and OH here separates out in the form of water. And you will get H is replaced by SO3H. And this is called as benzene sulfonic acid. Since from this benzene sulfonic acid, the crystals of benzene sulfonic acids are taken. You will not take the solution, solid crystals. Crystals of Sierra Nevada, crystals are Diana. Crystals of benzene sulfonic acid. This is mixed with solid sodium hydroxide. Not solution. Solid. Caterpillar solid crystals are not. So the crystals of this is mixed with solid sodium hydroxide. What is the name of this one? Name of this one is not yes, sir. This is solid sodium hydroxide. This is heated to melt. Melt ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ದ್ರವೀಕರಣ ಆಗೋದು. ಕರಗೋದಲ್ಲ, ಕರಗೋದು ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಕರ್ಸಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. Melt ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದ್ರವೀಕರಣ ಆಗೋದು. That means you have to heat it strongly. So after heating strongly, you will get a compound. Let me see here. SO3H will give you SO3Na first. This acido, benzene sulfonic acido, sodium hydroxide is a base. This is a base and this is acid. And we get a salt. What salt? Sodium salt of this compound. So first thing is, we will get a compound like that. And this will further react with sodium hydroxide. In the second step. And you get Na2SO3, sodium sulfide. And OH enters here. OH. So you will get phenol. Directly phenol is not obtained. Because sodium hydroxide which is there will react with phenol which is formed. ಮೊದಲ ತನ ಏನಾಗೈತಿ SO3 ಏನಿದ್ದು ಹಿಂಗಾಕೈತಿ OH ಆಕೈತಿ Na2SO3 ಆಕೈತಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಫಿನಾಲ್ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. ಈ ಫಿನಾಲ್ ಇದ್ದು ಮತ್ತೆ NaOH ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಫಿನಾಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಸಿಡಿಕ್ ಇನ್ ನೇಚರ್. Therefore, what is the compound here obtained here? Not directly phenol. What is obtained? Yen barta sodium salt of phenol. I ಹೇಳಿದಾಗಲೇ ಇದು ಮತ್ತೆ NaOH react ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು NaOH react ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಗಿಪ್ಪ Na2SO3 ಈ OH ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಫಿನಾಲ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಈ ಫಿನಾಲ್ ಮತ್ತಿನ್ನೊಂದು NaOH react ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗೆ sodium phenate ಬರ್ತದೆ or sodium phenoxide or sodium salt of phenol. Sodium phenate. You will get there sodium phenate. So you are getting not directly phenol. So when this benzene sulfonic acid is fused with NaOH, at the end you are getting the sodium salt of phenol. And this sodium salt of phenol further can be converted into phenol by treating with mineral acid. Like yes. So on acidification, that means this is treated with acid. It is called as acidification. So on acidification, Na separates out with Cl and you get NaCl and OH enters there and you are getting the phenol. So how to write this one? Benzene sulfonic acid is fused. Benzene sulfonic acid is fused. Fused fused with solid sodium hydroxide. And food and acidified. To get phenol. That is how we can describe it to us. So the sodium benzene sulfonic acid is fused with sodium hydroxide and the fused mass is cooled and then it is treated with mineral acid and you will get a phenol. So that is how phenol can be obtained starting from benzene sulfonic acid. So this is another method. Third method is usually prepared in laboratory. Lab method. Phenol is prepared from this compound. Can you tell what is the name of this compound? NH2 group is amine, aminobenzene, or it is also called as aniline. Starting from aniline, you can prepare phenol. The reaction involves two steps. Starting from aniline, phenol can be obtained in two steps. So, from aniline, phenol can be obtained by two reactions. One, diazotization of aniline. Diazotization. I'll explain this. You already studied this diazotization reaction under the other audience, but once I can explain that, no problem. Diazotization of aniline. Aniline is this. Aniline is a base, organic base compound. Solution solution of aniline is taken in HCl. This is aniline dissolved in HCl. The solution of aniline in HCl is reacted with aqueous solution of dilute solution of sodium nitrite. NaNO2 is sodium nitrite aqueous solution. That means the solution prepared in water. You have to take NaNO2 solution and add this at very low temperature, 0 degrees centigrade to 5 degrees centigrade. Only under this condition, aniline will react to give you the compound where NH2 is replaced by N2Cl, benzene, nitrogen का ozone पर कम कर रहा है, यह nitrogen अपन ये ऐड करो, therefore benzene diazonium chloride salt. This is a benzene diazonium chloride. Remember, this benzene diazonium chloride is very unstable. It's very unstable. It is stable only at this temperature. Therefore, the reaction has to carry out that temperature. Why low temperature? Because the compound form is stable only at the low temperature. Therefore, this condition is required here. So, this is called as benzene diazonium chloride. Write down. Benzene diazonium chloride. It is not. And this compound is very unreactive. Very unstable. It means highly reactive. Unstable means highly reactive. So this diazole group can be easily replaced, can very easily removed. Therefore, this is called as benzene diazonium chloride. And in the second step, benzene diazonium chloride is warmed with water. Warmed with water. Just add water. Increase the temperature. Warm on the business side product ಇಲ್ಲಿ 0 to 5 degrees ಐತಿ. ರೂಮ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ತಂದು ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. ಇದು ಅನ್ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಐತೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೈತೆ ಅನ್ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್. ಯಾವಾಗ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಐತದ? ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್. ಅನ್ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್. ನೀರು ಕೂಡ ಹಾಕಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ? N2 can be very easily removed. Easily out by group. N2 is outgoing group. ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಂತ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Because it's highly reactive. Therefore ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? EH Cl2 reactive. ಏನು ಬರ್ತಪ್ಪ? HCl ಮತ್ತೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತೆ. ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತೆ. OH ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೇರ್ತದೆ. Don't confuse it for the Sandmeier's reaction. You have studied the halvarines. It is not a Sandmeier's reaction, it's hydrolysis. Therefore, benzene diazonium chloride on warming with water will form phenol. This is a convenient method of preparation of phenol. How? By the reaction, what is called as diazotization reaction. This particular reaction is called as diazotization reaction, which you already studied under the halvarines. So this reaction is called as diazotization. That means NH2 group is replaced by N2Cl. So this reaction is called as diazotization reaction. And benzene diazonium chloride, which is obtained, is warmed with water. And you will get phenol. Yes. So that is how phenol can be prepared in laboratory very conveniently. Right? Any problem? No problem. And the diazotization reaction, benzene diazonium chloride, highly reactive. On water with water, nitrogen is removed, it is outgoing group, Cl HCl bonds, and you get phenol. So that is how phenol can be prevented as a property, right? Any problem?